beautiful Puget Sound just to our west. You get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On 2nd and inches, Murray sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Here's Edmonds. Edmonds a 1st down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now Murray off play action. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Edmonds. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After one, it's 9-0. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play there for Arizona.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Play action. Now it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
This is too easy.
way-in touchdown, Seattle.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by David Long. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one, 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases him, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Freddie Swain, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And Daniels has it, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
That one to Swain, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Throwing again here, Wilson being chased out left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start set.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Now Murray. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Wilson. Escaping the press. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on second down. Throwing is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now Wilson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. First down, Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Throwing on second and long. Murray sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. Murray now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play fake. Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
And that's complete to Swain.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Murray, one final try. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory.